Whoa! Standing water there. Alright guys, hello, welcome to another race video today, coming to you from a very wet Suzuka, coming off the back of the Suzuka Grand Prix just yesterday. Now, it was a bit of a controversial race, or a very controversial race, for a number of reasons, not the least of which the tractor on the circuit, which was something that we should never see in Formula One, particularly after what happened 8 years ago at this very circuit under very similar conditions. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on that down in the comments below. But there was some controversy as well about the fact that everybody came out on intermediate tyres in conditions pretty much like this, and then the race was deemed to be not safe to continue when they did have the full wet tyres available to them. Obviously, we saw Carlos Sainz's accident just about here on the circuit, which was what actually brought out that safety car, but then subsequently the race was red flagged. So what I wanted to do today is a 5-lap race under similar conditions, just to see what it's actually like for the driver, or at least as close as we can get in this sim to what it would be like for the driver in these kinds of conditions, and see whether it's really the grip level that's the issue, the visibility, a mixture of both, or just get an overall sense of what it's like. Because I was one of the people that was quite critical and kind of said, well, they should have just started the race on the proper tyre rather than starting on intermediates and taking that risk. So today we're going to find out, see what it's like, and see if we can survive a 5-lap race around Suzuka. Now, I've got to say a big thank you to the sponsor of today's video as well, Acertech Sim Sports. Now, if you're going to be at the ADAC conference coming up very, very soon, it's creeping up on us, they are going to have their brand new direct drive wheelbases as well as their steering wheels, and of course their pedals, which you'll be able to check out and try out for yourself. So if you're going to be at the ADAC conference, then definitely check them out. There's a link down in the description below the video as well for more details. And thanks once again to them for sponsoring today's video. So let's get lined up here, starting from 7th on the grid in Carlos's car. 5-lap race, let's see if we can survive here. I'm pretty sure the visibility in real life would have been even worse than it is here. This doesn't really give you a sense of the amount of spray actually hitting the visor, but nonetheless, let's just see how terrifying this is. All right, here we go. Lining up the rear tires immediately there, coming into turn 1. How much grip do we have? I can see a car on my inside there, but try to go around the outside of Lewis Hamilton here. Whoa, massive amount of sliding going on. Another car on my inside. Going backwards already. Whoa, the car's just lighting up. Whoa, standing water on the circuit there. Okay, we couldn't see it, but we could feel it. Haven't actually reached 100% throttle yet, I don't think, other than just on the straight. Car on my inside again. Leaving space. All right, I think we're clear. Whoa, standing water again. Had to lift right out of the throttle. Whoa, a little bit of contact, or a big bit of contact there with Lewis Hamilton. Lucky I got damage turned off, because I expected there might be a bit of that going on. That would have been a race-ending incident for sure for both of us. Right, whoa, standing water again on the inside there. I could actually just see a glimpse of it, but it wasn't enough time to react. Back end dancing around. Whoa, jeez. Second race-ending incident. Whoa, standing water there. Through 130R, just managed to keep it on the road. I don't know how these guys do it in real life. But I think it's pretty safe to say that me being a smartass on Twitter and saying they should have gone out on the full wets rather than red flag, it was probably a pretty dumb thing to say based on this experience. Let's get up the inside of him. My goodness. And there's no, like, the visibility would be so much worse than this in real life too, because as I said, this isn't really giving you a sense of the water hitting the visor. All right. Oh, that's standing water there. At least I know it's there now. Car getting out of shape again. Whoa, Lewis Hamilton's gotten sideways. More standing water on the apex. Try not to wipe him out this time. Oh, it's just lighting up. You can see the tractor was just about here on the circuit when Pierre went through. And I would be interested to hear your thoughts on that, because I feel like he was going too fast for the conditions, or especially after he passed the tractor coming through this section. Whoa, jeez. Coming through this section of the circuit. He was going way too fast, in my opinion. I think the track's actually getting worse. But yeah, it's that standing water that's the problem. We've got the full wets on. But even still, as soon as we hit those patches, and like if you can see them, you can prepare for them. And it's not so bad. But when you're in the spray, that's when it's really sketchy, because you just don't know until you hit it. Whoa. So one of the McLarens by the looks of things. Almost full throttle. There we go. There's full throttle. And if you even touch the grass, it's all over. And I think that's one of the things that we haven't talked about yet, is the fact that when the cars do, I mean, obviously it's a lot more likely that you will have an accident. Whoa, like that. But what happens is when they do crash as well, they don't have the stopping power out on the grass or in the gravel, so they just ricochet off the barriers and come back into the circuit, and there's nothing they can do. They've got no control whatsoever, so it means that the cars can end up in a more precarious position as well, which makes it even more dangerous. So that's another factor that the stewards have to consider as well. Is whoa. Yeah, it's one of those things. I feel like Formula One cars just aren't designed for these kinds of conditions. Like, I mean, whoa, there we go, up the inside. Like, they're relying on the aero so much, and just the mechanical grip generated by the tire to withstand that G-force. And as soon as you don't have the aero assisting you, the car is literally just like it's on skis. Let's see if we can get around the outside of the McLaren. Nope. All right, there we go. There's that standing water. Okay, so we've actually got a little bit of clear track now. Whoa. So now we'll get a sense of what it was actually like for Max out in front, provided we can keep this McLaren behind us. See that standing water on the apex there again, and through here as well. Instant wheel spin as soon as you hit it. Almost had some grip there for a second. Standing water on the apex again. So yeah, if you can see it, you can avoid it to an extent. Unlike what I did there, I just hit a puddle on the inside and went skipping straight off. Whoa, careful on the rejoin. Whoa! Forgot about it. All right, so coming into the final lap, let's summarize a little bit here. So I think first of all, we've established that my driving skill is certainly not sufficient to survive in these conditions. But what do you guys think? Is it possible to race like this? I mean, obviously we've seen it in days gone by with the older style cars. We've seen some absolutely epic battles in Formula One in wet conditions, but with the modern cars the way they are, relying so much on ground effects and aero and all those things, has it reached the point now where the cars just don't work in monsoonal conditions like this? And is that a problem? Would you guys prefer that things were dialed back a little bit so they could drive in all conditions, or do you prefer to make the sacrifice of the raw pace in the dry to make them a little bit more all-weather capable? Let me know in the comments what you think. But I can tell you that this is absolutely wild. There is no way I would do this in real life. Let's get up the inside of him again. See if we can gain a couple of positions back here. Whoa! Sideways again. There he is. Whoa, there's that standing water again. So that's the problem. Like, you got a car alongside you, you can't avoid the standing water. You got to hit it, and it could just spear you directly into them. All right, foot to the floor. Whoa! I got to say, Automobilista 2 does do a good job of simulating the impact of standing water on the circuit. Whoa! Big slide again. So I know it hasn't been the most scientific case study in the world, but it's certainly been a lot of fun, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it too. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. But yeah, they definitely have bigger balls than I do to do this in real life. That's all I can say. So I hope you've enjoyed it, guys. If you have, leave a big fat thumbs up. Make sure you sub to the channel so you don't miss future videos. And I'll see you again soon for a slightly more serious race. Catch you then. Bye.